welcome back to Sarah and Lee. You join us for another episode of our European road trip adventure. In the last episode you would have seen us enjoying Pisa and the beautiful cities of Portofino, Rapallo. Before that you would have seen us in Annecy. Sophia has been doing a great job. You can see I'm in Sophia now. So unfortunately we start this video off with a bit of a bad note, I guess. We left our campsite this morning in Pisa and we are making our way south towards Rome. So we've driven 100 miles or so, I guess, and we've just popped into the Esso garage for a bit of a fuel stop, and unfortunately we seem to have hit a bit of a snag and the engine cut out, and I think we've got a clutch cable problem. So we are currently stranded on the side of the SS1. I would call it a motorway, but it's more like a speed bump rally, which I think might be part of the problem. So we've just contacted the RAC back in the UK. We do have European road cover, which is great. They were really good when you can finally get through to them. I went through about 3 different numbers first, and they are sending some help to us to see what can be done. So at the moment we don't know what's going to happen. We'll wait for the guy to come out, but it could be that they take it to a garage and put us up in a hotel, because it's a Saturday now, so all the garages are shut. So if it can't be fixed roadside, we could find ourselves in a number of places, I guess. So I think the only thing we can do is make ourselves comfortable for a little while and get some lunch on, because it is 12:30. We got here about half hour ago, so I don't think we'll have anyone with us until 1:30ish. So I don't know what the problem is. The clutch pedal is completely floppy and the engine starts fine, but I can't put it into gear, and I couldn't get it into gear with the engine started, just to crunch it. So I've pushed the van to the side, so I'm like He-Man. But yeah, let's see what happens next. Right, so let me give you a little bit of an update then. It is now 5 o'clock, and in fairness the RAC were very good, and we had a recovery truck to us within an hour. Yeah. Is it just within an hour? So unfortunately, being Italy, all the garages are shut. They don't do patrolmen like we do in the UK, so they recover you to a garage, and that's kind of where you stay. Because it's a Saturday, the garage is shut, and it's shut until Monday. So we are currently at a beautiful campsite on the road just outside the garage, waiting for it to open in a little over 36 hours. So apparently the mechanic knows we're here, so he's going to have a look at it, and hopefully we'll be on the move soon. But to be fair, Sarah and I have opted to stay with the van on the road. So the RAC cover that we've got, we could have had a hotel. They were even prepared to move us onto the campsite, although I'm not sure how we'd fare on a campsite with no motorhome. But given the stuff that we've brought with us, and the logistics of packing up when you don't have bags and things like that, and you know, we've got laptops, electric bikes, things like that, we opted to stay secure, and we're staying with our van. So yeah, I don't think there'll be much videoing for the next day or two, because we're just going to be in the van and waiting for the garage to open. We've been to the supermarket, which luckily is only about half a kilometre away, and topped up on some food and some water, so we're all good, we're all safe, and yeah, we don't know what the next plans will be. Sarah has got us tickets booked for Monday morning at the Colosseum, which are non-refundable and non-transferable, so there is no chance we're going to make that, because we were going to set out early from the campsite, so I'm pretty sure we won't be fixed in time to get anywhere near
10:15, I think we've got tickets for.
Yeah, so I don't think we'll be anywhere near Rome for then, so we will gather our thoughts over the next couple of days, see what the mechanic says on Monday, and then we'll see where the European road trip goes.
Do you want to just show them our beautiful, luxurious free campsite?
So I'll take you outside. This is our beautiful and luxurious campsite. So this is the view from the door. In fairness, it's a good thing to see a garage when you need a van fixed. Roadway that way. And more industrial units that way. We'll pick the camera up again when there's something to report, but for now we'll
see you soon.
Right, so a very good morning everyone, and we are still parked outside the garage. It's now Monday morning, so we left you on Saturday lunchtime, didn't pick up the camera after that because we really haven't had anything to show you. So we've had no hassle here, no problem at all. We have been to the shop, we've got some water and some food and all that sort of stuff. We didn't leave the van for any longer than sort of half hour maybe, while we went to the shop to pick up some supplies, just because we didn't, well, we don't know what the area is like, and we didn't want all our stuff to go walkabout. So but actually we've had no problems, and we probably could have gone into the city of Grosseto and seen what that looks like online. It looks beautiful. So the garage opens, it's now 7:45. The garage opens in about 45 minutes, so it's kind of the day of reckoning. So we'll see what the garage has to say, hopefully this morning. So Sarah and I aren't sure what the rest of the European road trip brings. We'll wait and see. We are planning to continue the trip as planned, just lost 2 days really. So yeah, we'll pick the camera up in a minute and let you know how it goes. There are some van administration jobs that we need to do. I've managed to get rid of our grey waste, but our black waste is in desperate need of attention. So
anybody that knows me knows I wheel a lot. Yeah, we'll just leave it there. We'll pick you back up a bit later.
So, to give you an update on our progress, the van was fixed and we are at our next campsite in Bracciano. So it was just an adjustment needed on the clutch pedal. The English to Italian translations were only helped by Google Translate, and the guy looked over it for 20 minutes, did some adjustments, and we were back on our way. So yeah, I think it took longer to do the admin for the garage and pay than it did to actually do the repair. So we lost 2 days sitting in the industrial estate like we did in Grosseto, but here we are. So we're at a campsite called Azzurro Camping. It's in the town of Bracciano, which has a train station which will hopefully allow us to get into Rome tomorrow morning. So this is as far as Sofia comes because of all the clean air and all that sort of stuff in the big cities. So Sofia will stop here, and Sarah and I will complete the journey by train into Rome tomorrow. So this evening we're just going to chill out a little bit. I think we're going to go and find a restaurant, maybe a supermarket, because we need a bit of a top up, and enjoy the lake here, Lake Bracciano, which is supposed to be pretty spectacular. So we're going to have a look at that in a minute and see how we go. But the good news is we're on the move and everything is running as smooth as can be expected. So after a 48-hour pause, we are back on the move again.
Put to rebuy tickets, haven't I?
Yeah, so we had Colosseum tickets booked for today, but obviously we couldn't make that, so we've rebooked that for tomorrow afternoon. So hopefully we'll be in the Colosseum this time tomorrow.
So this is our pitch at Camp Azzurro. So it's all under these trees. So we've got all of this space here, and then you've got camping spots over here and camping spots over here. Just behind Sofia, just over there, you've got the facilities. We've not looked at those yet. And then down this path, you've got Lake Bracciano, which we will take you to next. So this is Lake Brecciano. It's huge, isn't it? Massive. So Lake Brecciano is literally here, and then I think it's a private beach for the campsite. You've got a play area there, but the children are only allowed to play between certain times. So they are allowed to play between 9 AM and 1300, so 1 o'clock, and then from 1600, so from 4 o'clock until 7:30. Love it. The area in front of me is just for tents. Over here is the restaurant and the bar. The restaurant is shut for the season, but I believe the bar is open tonight. Not too sure on times, are we? So we need to go and check that. But then this is the rest of the campsite. So as you can see, it's a really pretty campsite. Bar's just over there in that little log cabin. I actually think the bar is open now, because the door is open. So I'm going to say the bar is open. So that's the bar. And then you've got some more pictures over here. Look at this for dinner. We've got takeaway pizza from the restaurant, 2 limoncello spritz, and then that beautiful lake view. Pizza good?
Pizza's good.
Right guys, we will see you in the morning, off to Rome for the day. Cannot wait. So good morning everybody, we are now on Tuesday. 7 AM, we're outside the campsite waiting for the little local bus to take us into town for €1, where we will then catch the train into Rome. It's quite a busy little road for 7 AM in the morning.
So Sarah and I have made it into Rome, and we've started off our tour at the Vatican City. So this is the centre of the Catholic Church. I'm not a religious person, but I have to say this is very impressive. And it is good to be on the trail of the Da Vinci Code, which is a cracking film. But take a look around, this is impressive. So I think that's the balcony up there where the Pope makes his address from. Sarah's going for the Insta.
So our next stop is Castle St Angelo. So we're just finishing off our tour at Castle St Angelo. Absolutely spectacular, really, really beautiful, isn't it? Really lovely.
Stunning. Highly recommend a visit to this place. We've been here for an hour and a half, 2 hours maybe. We could spend a lot longer here, but
yeah,
obviously we're on a time budget today. But stunning. Lots of history, stretching back to Emperor Hadrian, and then takes you through the ages. Brilliant. So here we are. We have arrived at the Colosseum. So it's pretty fantastic. We're going to go and have a look around. We've just stopped for a bit of lunch actually, a gorgeous little pizza place. And just as we walked in, we felt the first spots of rain. And whilst we were eating it, we had an almighty downpour. So we watched that from the safety of our restaurant. But we've since walked down to the Colosseum. We've also been to see the Trevi Fountain, and boy, that was busy. But I've got a feeling this might be busier, although the rain may have put some people off. So let's go and have a look at the world famous Colosseum.
So we've left the Colosseum. We are now exploring Palatine Hill and the Roman Forum, aren't we?
Yeah, included in the price of the ticket. The ticket was 18 euros, I think.
Yep.
So we didn't get to go to any of the special areas, but you can pay a bit extra and go up or or down in the Colosseum, but this is included and is a standard item. And yeah, this place is mega huge.
So we've just got back from Rome. It's 9:15.
9:15, yeah. The train took us about an hour to get back. We got back into Bracciano about 8:30, and then we walked down to the campsite in the dark, which was probably not our most bright move, but I fancied that more than trying to...
Well, there were no taxis, were there?
No taxis there, and trying to ring a taxi could have proven a little bit difficult. So yeah, we headed back down, but we've had an amazing day in Rome. So we've had one day less than we planned, but we've managed to pack it all in. So we've done a quick look at the Vatican City. We didn't go in, but we had a look at St. Peter's Basilica and the square, and then we walked to Castle St. Angelo, and that was amazing. Highly recommend that.
Yeah,
that was probably
fab.
my favourite for today. And then we walked towards the Colosseum, taking in the sights. The
Trevi Fountain.
That was busy.
That was insane, wasn't it?
And the Colosseum, that was incredibly busy.
Yeah.
I can't imagine what that's like in the summer. And I have to say, in my opinion, seeing it from the outside,
it's prettier, I think. I don't know, it's just, you get more of a wow, don't you?
I think I get the wow from there, from the outside, more than I did the inside, although it's very interesting. But what you don't hear about very often is the Forum and the gardens that are just behind the Colosseum, included in your ticket, and that was
fab. We really enjoyed that.
So yeah, so after we finished at the Colosseum, we took a long walk back. We walked back towards Vatican City and found a lovely little restaurant, so we've eaten, and from there we caught the train back from Roma St. Peter's station, which brings you direct back into here. So
we're going to end this video here. So if you're enjoying our European travel series, make sure to give us a big fat thumbs up. If you're not already subscribed, please consider subscribing, and we will see you in the next adventure.
Well, they say all roads lead to Rome, and in this case they did. All but 5.2 miles of it for Sophia, who saw those miles on the back of a recovery truck. But we've made it. We've got no plans for the way back, have we?
Nope.
Which is unusual for Sarah. She's normally planned everything. We know the general route we're going to go back, but there's nothing booked. So we're going to wing it. So join us in the next one and see what roads lead back to Swindon. Let's just hope they remember to tarmac them.
Yeah, we'll see you in the next one.